Paw. Paw. You're so funny. If you guys watched last week's episode of the docu-series, you'll know just how crazy last week was, and this week doesn't promise to be any less crazy, which is not always a bad thing. Obviously, it makes for great content, it keeps me on my toes, and there's always a lot going on. And that continues today. We started off the morning at my house watching Callie. I did have work at 5:45, so I had to go there and open up the gym before, obviously, going over to let Remy and Sadie out. Well, hello there. What's going on? Where are you running to? What? So that's kind of how the morning started. I didn't get a lot of mileage in this morning, only 4 miles. So after I left Remy and Sadie, I wanted to jump on the treadmill and do a couple easy miles just to add some mileage in on the day. Obviously 4 miles in a week where I'm hoping to hit somewhere around 80 isn't gonna cut it. So we got in an easy 4-mile treadmill run, making the total on the day 8 miles. I'm feeling pretty good, honestly. I think that run was honestly a very smart thing to do, especially on a day where I don't have a lot going on after the morning, realistically. Now I'm obviously home. I just had lunch, had some pizza. I'm heading back over to check in on the girls, feed them, let them outside, run around, play and whatnot. Yeah, it should be a pretty fun afternoon hanging out with them, relaxed, and then we'll get back after it tomorrow with the workout. But yeah, just a very busy week this week with all that I'm doing. Alright, it's Tuesday. We got a workout going down this morning. We are going to have to be really efficient with this one though, because right now I'm obviously here with the dogs, let them out really quick. But I'm going to drive home to do this workout on the treadmill. But I also have to make sure I finish in enough time to get back here to let the dogs out again and feed them, and then go let Willie out and feed him. So it's going to be a little bit of a time crunch this morning. I'm going to have to be really efficient, get through all my warming up, my stretches, all that stuff, and a good amount of time, nothing too crazy. Don't forget what I'm doing. Fortunately, I already programmed the workout into my watch, so I took care of that, and the big thing is really just going to be when I get back to the house, just making sure I'm locked in and just going through everything. Paw. Other paw? Okay, good girl. Alrighty, it's just before 5:30. Efficiency-wise, things are going pretty smoothly. I'm switching my shoes over now before we jump on the treadmill, stride out a little bit, and then get this started. The workout this morning is going to be 2-mile repeats. We're going to have anywhere between 3 to 4 reps of 2 miles, these being at 6-minute pace with 1 minute of rest. Not a difficult workout at all. It actually is supposed to be a relatively moderate workout due to the fact that we're going to be also doing another workout on Thursday. So Thursday we'll be doing a little bit of a harder workout. So today's workout is supposed to be a little bit easier just so that I am not too taxed or, tired going into the second workout on Thursday, which again, I'm not too worried about it. More or less worried about the heat, but we'll get to that point when the time comes. Also, I don't know how much I talked about it on last week's video, but I got this bottle from the feed that I'm going to start using for my Morton because I love this thing. The rubber knot, top thingy, so nice. A really nice bottle, genuinely. It's like an easy to grab, it's not too big, it's honestly just perfect. So this thing, if you haven't gotten one of these or you're interested in getting one, I think they're, you get one bottle for free for spending like 65 bucks. So I guess really not free, but in a sense, and I'm a big fan. So shout out the feed, man. Gotta love the feed. I'm gonna be honest with you guys, that one felt great. I'm pretty impressed with how low my heart rate stayed during that. I don't think we even touched 170. We might have hit 169 at the max, and honestly just felt so smooth through all 4 reps. I probably should have done a 5th. I was feeling that good, but at the same time I was only assigned 4, and like I said earlier, I don't want to push it with having another workout and a harder workout on Thursday, so I'm very happy with the effort this morning. Knocked it out nice and efficiently, just finished my cool down. Gonna get ready for the day, gotta go let the dogs out, obviously, like I said earlier, so in a little bit of a time crunch, but just an amazing start to the morning, honestly. I'm very happy with how that workout went.
Hi. Oh, what's up, buddy? Oh, what's good?
Dog number 1 fed and played with, on to dogs 2 and 3. Technically, I don't know.
Hi, Sadie. Are you wanting to go outside? I'm coming. Hold on. Yep, I see you. There you go. Go ahead and eat, Remy.
Sadie and Remy, fed and let out. Time for me to go to work. I work with somebody today, so I can't film anything there. But with the magic of film editing, I can do this. Boom, we're back. Just got home from work, home. Basically home if you really think about it. But yeah, we're back with the girls. I need to water the plants while I'm here, and I was hoping to take the girls for a little stroll, but I definitely cannot say the W-A-L-K word because they'll freak out. But it is brutally hot outside, so I'm just gonna let them walk around while I'm out there watering the plants, watering the flowers. Everything's still alive at the moment, so that's a plus. You know, 2 weeks of being here, I'm a little worried that something might die, but everything looks to be pretty good, so I think I'm doing a good job. And it's raining, which that helps too. At least last week. Should rain this week as well, we'll see. But yeah, otherwise, I'm gonna leave here in a little bit though, so I can go home, and I'm probably gonna eat dinner at my house tonight, and I gotta edit, and I'm hoping to do a couple easy miles on the treadmill. I don't have to shake out today, but if I don't shake out today, I definitely have to Thursday, and I still might be low on mileage if I don't do both days anyway, so yeah, it's a little bit worrisome because I don't really want to have a ton of mileage left over on Sunday, so it'd be best to do it today. I don't know. We'll see when I get home how I'm feeling. That's probably one of the harder doubles I've had to fight for motivation for, but got in 3 miles. Honestly, not too bad. I'm just glad to shake out the legs. All right, sweetheart. You don't bite my hand off. I woke up at 1:15 this morning, and it's pretty common for me to wake up a couple times through the night, twist and turn, fall back asleep after a little bit, but I tried my absolute hardest. 30 minutes went by. I was still wide awake. I was like, all right, I'm just going to get up. So I ended up getting up around like 1:45, let the dogs out, had a little bit of something to eat, started to edit, all that stuff, and I was like, all right, by 5 o'clock, I'll be good to go. I'm going to start my run. I was supposed to meet Vinny this morning, but it's like 3:30 now. I'm just like, no, I got to get this run done. I'm going to go run really quick so I can come back and eat, shower, and try to fall back asleep. I'm really hoping when I get back, but like I just have to go get this run out of the way because it's just like I'm sitting here waiting to be able to go do it, and it's just making everything worse. So I'm just going to go do that really quick, and we'll go from there. Well, I feel a little bit better after that, but I am exhausted, and I can't tell if I'm sick or if my allergies are just cranked up to 11, so I don't know. I'm not feeling too great. I'm gonna go take a protein shake, shower. We'll see what happens from there. Just got out of my first shift from work. I gotta let Willie out really quick, feed him, go stop by the girls' house, take care of them, and then I'm running home to see my mom because she just got home from vacation. So that'll be really nice. And hi, what's going on, buddy? Oh, okay. Hold on. Oh, this dog. Oh. You're so nice, and Sadie wants to bite my finger off. Hi, Mom.
I missed you.
I'm sweaty, I'm sorry.
No, I'm sweaty. I'm really sweaty after golf.
You're funny. Oh yeah, this is perfect. I love that. Nice. Thank you, Mom.
You're welcome.
Perfect. Holy crap. What the... So I just unboxed a package from Nike. I'm gonna put a couple of my reactions into the video really quick. If you haven't watched the full video, go watch it. It'll be released before the video, I'm pretty sure. So watch that video. But here are some of my reactions. The Nike Vomero Plus? Surely not. Dude, this is so clean. Look at that. Oh my goodness. This is the Cooper Tier Cole Hawker Special. The Structure 25. 26. Oh my god, I forgot the 26 is out. Oh, that is so cool. No way. No way. Are these actually... They sent me Vaporfly 4s. What? Oh my god, these are sick. Holy crap. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. These are so cool. Oh my god, these are sick. I'd really love to film more after that, but I'm literally gonna be late for work, so I have to leave right now, go feed the dogs, and make it to work on time. My emotions are all over the place right now, I'm gonna be honest.
Is anybody hungry? Oh, I didn't mean to do that. Just done outside? Actually, that's really good because I'm outside.
I just made it out to the track. I'm getting ready to start the warm-up. It is brutally warm out here right now. 77 degrees, 92% humidity. It's gonna be a warm one. We're doing 400 meter repeats this morning, so we're gonna have like 28 to 40 by 400, and these are probably going to be in lane 8 with very little rest. You know, it's basically 450 meters around all of lane 8, so we'll do 400 meters and then 50 meters of a jog, ideally between 20 and 30 seconds of rest, and then start the next rep. So they're going to be pretty quick. Just keep going, repeats. They're not too fast. I believe 86 seconds around there. We'll see how I feel doing that, obviously, but yeah, it's going to be a very interesting workout this morning. Ooh. 200 milligrams caffeine. Very important. That was the single hardest workout I have ever done. I think I was 15 reps in and I was kind of thinking to myself, you know, 40 is a 40 is a possibility, but I really didn't think that I was gonna get through all 40. And then by like the 20th rep, I was sitting there thinking to myself, 20 more reps? That's impossible. By rep 28, I was like already kind of tapped out, and somehow I managed to just grit my way through 32 reps, and by the 32nd I was like, this is the last one right here, I'm done after this. I finished it, I looked down at my heart rate, I was like 185, I was like, okay, I can do one more. Did another one, and then I thought 34 by 400 sounds pretty good, so I did another one, and then I thought I have one more in me, did another one, and then somehow I ended up doing 46, and I was like, oh my god, that was insane. It is just cooking out right now, so I'm unbelievably happy with how that workout went, especially that I did it in the street flies with no carbon plate. That was a beauty. Difficult as all living hell, but I'm just so appreciative I got it done, and yeah, now I get to enjoy the rest of my day, relax, recover. The boys on Optic are about to start their match, so I'll be watching that once I get back to the house. Oh, it's about to be a great day. I mean, you can't make this up. I have no idea. They have a megaphone out there somewhere. I'm not entirely sure what's going on. There's a trolley over there, it looks like, or, well, at least a car on wheels. Kind of an issue because I need to get over this road to go feed Willie, so I hope they go up soon. Hey, there she is. Let's go. That's huge. It only took like 2 minutes. Good boy. I appreciate it, brother. Well, I'm gonna get out of here. I will, tomorrow, yeah? I had planned to leave to go back to check in on the dogs like an hour ago, but the storms have just been relentless. It's been thunder and lightning like really bad. So I was trying to wait for a downtime, and now it's starting back up again. So I'm just gonna drive through this. Hopefully I'll get to the back to the house safely, and yeah, we've been seeing a lot of lightning recently, so not great. It started to thunder really loud right when I walked in, and the girls were absolutely freaking out, barking hysterically, which I get. They don't really like the thunder. They hate fireworks, so gave them some peanut butter. They're pretty locked in on that right now. Hopefully that can distract them a little bit. I'm just nervous that I'm going to go to bed in like an hour, hour and a half. If it's still storming, it might be a long night, so fingers crossed at least the storms pass before we go to bed. That's really all I can hope for. At 3 a.m. this morning, Remy decided it was time to get up, so she jumped off the bed and noticed me and Sadie didn't move. So I guess to try to get our attention, she like jumped up on her hind legs and put 2 feet onto the bed but her 2 feet, her front paws, went too far. So I ended up just getting 2 paws, nails, right to the back, just stretched right straight down my back. And I was like, oh, whoa, 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 what's going on? So that was how I started my morning. Not the most pleasant way to start a morning, but yeah, 2 scratches to the back from big old Remy. That wasn't fun, but got in a nice 7 miles this morning. Honestly, it all worked out because I was able to start my run like half an hour earlier than I probably would have. I probably would have only gotten in about 4 miles this morning because I have to be at work at 5:45. So starting early allowed me to get in 7 miles, which makes my double on the treadmill today a little easier. So I do appreciate that, but I also would have also appreciated an hour more of sleep. So it is what it is. I gotta go get ready for work so I'm not late.
Oh, good girl. Come on, come eat. Go eat your food, Remy. What the heck? What is that? Uh-oh. That can't be good. What the heck?
This building closed early yesterday, the gym obviously. They closed at 5. We normally close at 9. And I got the email that we had closed early. I texted my boss and said, hey, I open tomorrow. Is there a reason why we closed early tonight that I need to be worried about when I come in? I don't know what I'm about to do about all this. This is insane. Well, upstairs looks fine, which I'm not really sure how because like some of these spots should be where it leaked. I guess I don't know what happened downstairs. It looks like water came through the ceiling, but that's a lower level. This upstairs is the second level and this is the roof above us, if that makes sense. So I just don't know how water came through in some of the spots that it did, but the gym is fine. But I mean, I guess that's a good thing. I don't even know if I can open. Like, genuinely, I'm waiting to hear back from my boss, but I'm supposed to open in literally like 5 minutes, and I guess I just clean everything up really quick and open the building, but I mean, at least up here is fine. Downstairs looks like a tornado hit, so lucky me.
Well, that was really interesting. Basically, what I had figured out was technically the part that was leaking wasn't part of the gym. It was right outside of the gym. There's nothing above that. Well, there's an HVAC unit right above that. But regardless, the rain was so bad yesterday, it started leaking into the lobby, so they had to close early, try to get that all sorted. And then this morning, I came in and was like, oh, by the time I got downstairs, though, there was already somebody else there. So we were working together, trying to get everything cleaned up. And yeah, it was an interesting morning, to say the least. An interesting shift. But I'm out of here now. I got to go let Willie out, feed him. And today's actually the last day I'm with him. So won't have to worry about Willie for the rest of the weekend. Still have the dogs till Sunday. But just one last hurrah with the boy Willie. So we're going to go do that.
Willie. There you are. What's up, buddy? Did you not hear me? Oh, chill.
Woo, fancy.
Sniff your brother? What? Hi.
Wait. Don't bite me. It is just shy of 11 o'clock. I'm gonna do my shakeout double down here on the treadmill, obviously. But more excitingly, we're gonna be testing the new shoes I got. So we're gonna start with the Structure 26s, a pair of shoes I haven't worn before. I haven't worn the Structure line of shoes, I should be more specific. But from what I felt trying them on the other day, they felt very much like a stability shoe, just a little bit more firm, but a just solid trainer. So we'll toss those on, jump on the treadmill, knock out a couple miles, switch over to the Vomero Plus, use those for a couple miles, see how they feel, test them out, go from there. Well, that was a lot of fun. I'm gonna make a video talking about both of these shoes, what I think about them, so I'm not gonna give my initial impressions right now, but just know. Well, another orange box. If you saw my video talking about the shoes that Nike sent me, this is also a pair of shoes that Nike sent me for one reason. Actually, let me grab that shoe. Okay, quick backstory. This is my first pair of Streak Flies that I ever bought. They came with these laces right here. These shoes came with the ribbed laces that like Vaporflies and Alphaflies come with. So I liked these laces a lot better. They're my favorite laces I've ever had on a pair of running shoes. Reached out to Nike in hopes of getting a pair because I knew that they made them at one point. I know that they don't anymore, obviously, because like I said, OG Alphaflies, this is like a year or two into the Streak Flies. This is a year or two into the Streak Fly life, and they switched the shoelaces. I feel like people weren't the biggest fan of this shoelace. I was, so I don't know. So I asked if they could send me the shoelaces. Well, needless to say, they ended up sending me all the other shoes that I got and a pair of Streak Flies with the hopes that there's about a 10% chance that these have the right laces. It's very low. It's not even a pair of shoes that are in my size, funny enough, but it's probably not going to be the right shoelaces. I'm pretty prepared for that, but there is a chance. Oh, no way! They are! Wait! They are the right laces! No way! Oh my goodness! Wait a second! They are the right laces. Oh my god. This is so hype. I can't believe it. I didn't think they were going to be the right laces. Oh, that is so exciting. So these laces are now going to go onto my Alphaflies. Oh, that is so exciting. Oh, that is so cool. And just like that, boom, we got the Streak Fly laces in. I do like the laces that came with it. They're like the ribbed ones that I was talking about. But I just like the Streak Fly laces so much more. Once I break them in a little bit, they are just so nice. So these are gonna do me a lot of good for the marathon. Again, shout out to Nike, man. They sent me not only the 3 pairs of shoes that I unboxed, but also an additional pair of Streak Flies. Johnny Key are gonna get these because they're size 11 and they don't fit me. But that is actually insane that they sent me those and just not the laces. All I wanted was the laces, and they sent me all this to begin with. So what can I say, man? I'm a Nike fan. Best company, man. I love it. Oh, these are sick. It is currently 72 degrees out and about 95% humidity. A very warm morning for a long run, but a long run we're going to be getting in nonetheless. And not only just a long run, but my coach gave me the green light to do a progression long run this weekend if I was feeling good. And my legs felt pretty solid yesterday while I was doing my shakeout, so I brought the Pegasus Plus over to the house with all the intent in the world in wearing them for the long run this morning, which I will be doing. And legs feel pretty good right now, so I think I'm going to go ahead and try to knock out a progression long run. Jimmy T's going to be coming with today, so he's going to drive over here, and then we're going to start here, end up running all the way back out to Cemetery Road, which is the road that I do all my long runs on. It adds like an extra mile or two to the total distance, which is not a big problem at all. But he wanted to know what time I wanted to start, and I told him yesterday, I was like, listen, I want to run as many miles as I can before the sun comes up. So we're going to try to start exactly at 5 a.m., if not a little earlier. And yeah, we'll try to execute a nice little progression long run. We do have the feed bottle with Gatorade Endurance Formula, which is just carbs and sodium. So I'll be taking this pretty often. I also filled up the Morton bottle with just straight liquid IV electrolytes, basically. And then I also brought with I'm bringing a gel, obviously. I always take a gel during the long runs. But we're doing the salted strawberry electrolyte gel, which is my favorite gel of all time, by the way. But yeah, we'll take this halfway through the run and then hopefully just I don't think I'll need any more sodium than I'm going to be intaking electrolyte wise. It's just really hot, which is why I have so much. I'm a little nervous about that, but I think we'll be good. Yeah, the moment I dropped my gel during this long run was really, I don't want to say the downfall, but probably when I realized that it was going to be very difficult to finish this the way I had intended to. My coach told me beforehand I couldn't go faster than 6:20 pace for the last mile, so my intention was to get through 16 miles, and that 16th mile being at 6:20 would be ideal. Of course, as we continued on from 8 miles, and even before 8 miles, really, I think we hit a little bit of like a 50, 60 foot hill, like a mile 4 or whatever. And, my heart rate jumped up pretty quick from there. And it never really went back down. It was always pretty difficult. The air was super thick. Obviously, we got lucky that there was as much cloud coverage as there was. If it was sunny, like I had told my dad right when we finished the run, if it was sunny, I probably would have stopped at 10 miles. Fortunately, we had, some saving graces given the conditions there were. And unfortunately, though, obviously, it was difficult to say the least. And getting through the next few miles after I did drop my gel was not easy, especially mentally, because I think I probably dropped, a good 10, 15 grams of carbs, if I'm being realistic. So fortunately, I had my bottle with me that I was continuously drinking. But yeah, it was just difficult, like mentally not an easy battle to get through. And as we continued on, the heart rate got worse, the pace got hotter. I felt, I didn't feel like my legs hurt really bad or anything. It was just, like I said, very difficult to keep moving forward. And once we got through, 15 miles, I was kind of just like, all right, let's just finish off like another minute or two and call it a day. And that's what ended up happening. I sat down right when we finished. I was just like, yeah, thank goodness I'm done, because wow, that was difficult. But I am happy with the effort. I think the big thing about summer training in general is, there's this mantra that goes like, being comfortable with being uncomfortable. It's one of the hardest skills you can learn and develop as a runner. It's a very mental sport, and trying to find a way to be comfortable with being uncomfortable is very difficult. Few people can do it. You see the best of the best that are able to do it and how dominant they can be. And for us people that are, amateurs and average everyday runners, it's not the easiest thing in the world. I competed in high school or college. I've been doing this all my life now. I've been doing this for half of my life. Let me be specific. I've 12 of my 24 years alive, I have been running competitively, which is a crazy thing to think. But yeah, it's still, even now, just not an easy thing to do. So I think that's been a big stepping point this whole season, this whole summer, has been just trying to find a way to be comfortable with being uncomfortable, especially in this heat. It's my biggest weakness. I've talked about it before, and yeah, it's a work in progress, but I think today was a step forward.
Sunday, baby, Sunday! Let's go!
Esports World Cup is currently happening out in Saudi Arabia right now, and obviously big Optic fan in Call of Duty, so just watch that. Boys made it to Sunday. Super excited. Got to go back to let the dogs out after dinner, though. I'm spending one more night there, and then tomorrow will be my last day watching them, so I can finally sleep in my own bed tomorrow night, which I'm so unbelievably excited for. I really miss my bed. I was very slow to get up and get moving this morning. Legs are feeling just a little bit tired. I kind of wanted to do 8 miles to round out a 80-mile week, but I also told myself, you know, it's Sunday. I like to take my Sundays easy, and to add an extra 3 miles kind of seems pointless when I can just run 80 miles next week. So we only did 5 miles this morning, which honestly is probably for the best. I don't really need to be pushing mileage at this point. I'm still slowly building my mileage up, and I'm in no rush to get super high. Most people start their marathon builds 12 weeks out from a marathon, and I think this is the week 12 if I'm not mistaken. So I feel like I'm in a great spot already to be this high up in mileage. So I'm really happy with that, and I think that this week went pretty smoothly, besides the fact that it was brutally hot out, and I probably overworked a little too much in the long run and the workout on Thursday. But next week looks a lot cooler, and fingers crossed it will be. Alrighty. Well, we're officially signed up for the marathon. Well, I guess now is as good a time as any to announce the marathon I will be running is the Grand Rapids, Michigan Marathon on Sunday, October 19th. Just signed up for it. We are locked in. Super excited. Obviously, we stayed at the house in Holland a couple weeks, maybe a month ago back. That is where I'm going to be staying when I go up there in October, so it actually works out really well. It's about a 45-minute drive to the marathon, which is why I chose the Grand Rapids Marathon. Hi, Remy. And yeah, I'm really excited. It should be a really fun time. I'm hoping to also do a half marathon out there as well. But yeah, I'm just super excited to finally be signed up, and now it's time to get to work.
Okay, GG's.
Let's go! Woo! Bang! Holy crap. Reverse sweep! For context, Optic just won their semifinals match to make it into grand finals, playing for first and second. Super, super exciting. About to lock in for the last match of the Black Ops 6 season. God, I love this freaking game. Back to back, baby, let's go! Back to back, back to back, grand champ, world champ, EWC champ, the boys are here to stay! Well, that is certainly one way to end the weekend, an unbelievable weekend at that. 77 miles on the week, 2 solid workouts, a progression long run. Man, just an absolutely banger of a week, honestly. Like, that was a long week. But we got a lot of stuff done, and obviously was just watched the gentlemen go back to back in not only champs but EWC. Oh my god, that was amazing. But yeah, I'm exhausted. I gotta clean up the rest of my room and get ready for the next day tomorrow. So I'm gonna end it here. I hope you guys all enjoyed this week's episode of the docuseries. If you have any comments, questions, or concerns, drop them in the comment section down below, and I'll see you guys next week with another video. Take care. Love all things. Shout out the green wall, and peace out.